Good morning and welcome back to Beck Does. Because if I can, so can you. Today I'm going to show you how to make hard or soft boiled eggs. But instead of using the whole eggs, we are going to use these egg bite containers. It makes it so much easier to take care of the eggshell business at the very end. No more peeling eggs off of hard-boiled eggs. Yay! They're delicious and they can store in the fridge for up to a week. I think it's up to a week, but honestly, they never stick around that long. So let's get started. What do you need? You have these egg bite trays, these nice silicone molds. They come with lids. You could do 1 or 2 of these molds. I like to do 2 in my Instant Pot. You'll need your Instant Pot with 1 cup of water already in the bowl. You'll need the trivet. It helps to get these molds in and out. And you will need 14 eggs. And just to make sure, I'm not sure if it really is going to stick to the mold, but just to be safe, I add some coconut oil spray just to make sure that it comes out. Okay, and our final lid. Okay. Now that the lids are on tight, we can stack these on top of the Instant Pot trivet. Let's go ahead and move these eggs so you can see it a little bit better. We have our trivet here. We're going to put our eggs right in the middle. Pull this up. Now we can easily put them in our Instant Pot. It fits so perfectly. Now, we are going to put the lid on. See if I can get it first try. I almost never can, not like those people on TV. Let's see. Pretty close. So we're sealing, and make sure that the vent is closed. That's the most important part because we're using the pressure in the Instant Pot to cook our eggs. So now we're going to turn it on to manual heat, low pressure, and we are going to do 6 minutes. Now I tried this before and I thought 2 minutes would be perfect because I could make a hard-boiled egg in 2 minutes. Now it's getting going. I ended up adding an extra 4 minutes. So let's try 6 minutes and then we'll check the jiggle and make sure it's all cooked. This probably will take quite a few minutes because it's cold to build up that pressure and the heat. And then after 6 minutes, it will beep. And I'll see you then. As you can see, don't do that. All the metal parts are hot. But as you can see, It is now done cooking, but we have a lot of pressure in there. So before we release the pressure, that's really hot. We are going to let it do a natural release for a few minutes before we do a quick release. And I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. Okay, welcome back. Now, our Instant Pot has been sitting and depressurizing naturally for 4 minutes. That's what this means. This is still, I'm really scared of this. The vent is still closed and the pin is still up. The pin means that there is pressure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a kitchen towel or a kitchen glove, and I'm going to quickly open up the vent. Oh, that was nothing. It probably didn't have a lot of time to create a lot of pressure. However, sometimes when you're cooking more like meats and stews and chilies, and it's for 30 minutes or an hour, it builds up a lot of pressure, and then that's why I turned this, so the steam will just fly right out. Now, once the steam is out and the pin is down, we can go ahead and open our Instant Pot. Ooh, they are looking done. Now we have a little bit more steam. We're definitely going to need the gloves to get this out. But at this point, we're done cooking, so we could just go ahead and turn that off. Now let me get my work gloves. I have 2 gloves. When my dad came to live with us, he brought them. And I have to say I use these more than anything else in the kitchen. Now, let's go ahead and take this out. There's a lot of steam, so there's going to be water built up on the top. And I couldn't get my big fingers and these gloves around the trivet to get it out. But if you can, just make sure that you're protected with some kind of gloves because it's very hot still. I'm going to move the Instant Pot to the side. And now I'm going to take the lid off. And you can take a look at these eggs. Hard-boiled eggs. Yay! Now you don't have to take the shell off. It's awesome. Oops. Dog hair. We have 2 dogs, so there's hair floating around everywhere. Luckily, you're going to cook your own food. You don't have to worry about dog hair in mine. Anyhow, so this is ready to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a plate so I can dump these out on them. I did find with a lot of keto things, not necessarily that hard-boiled eggs is a keto thing, but just in general, it's nice to leave it in the mold for a few minutes so things can solidify back down, especially with the breads and things like that. For the eggs, you're fine. So let me get that plate. I'm going to go ahead and put the mold on the plate. Now, even though we sprayed in my practice run, it's not too hot, but it's better with the glove. I had to do a little bit of work to get it out. And I think it's because there's a suction cup action going on. And you don't want to give it too much pressure because then you might break the egg, which isn't bad, but you probably want your eggs to look pretty. Let's do this one right here. Ooh, this looks delicious. So it's not quite hard boiled. Probably 1 more minute would have done it. So this is at 6 minutes. You can obviously cook it longer than you want. My husband likes hard-boiled eggs, but he absolutely hates that sulfur ring around. And doing this method, we don't get that sulfur ring. I honestly think it tastes the same regardless. But the part that I didn't like was taking the shell off. So now you have options. How are you going to use your new hard-boiled eggs? And all that time. Remember, if Beck does, so can you. Have a wonderful day.